Good morning, students. Today we start our next chapter, manufacturing industries. Before we start this chapter, we must know about that manufacturing is the part of which sector. So first of all, the economic activities are divided into three sectors: primary, secondary and tertiary. Primary sector activities is also known as agriculture and its allied sector. Secondary sector is also known as industrial sector, and tertiary sector is also known as service sector. This manufacturing is the part of industrial sector and it is the part of secondary sector. It is the use of machines, tools and labor to make things of utility or sell. These are the factors of production. Some are active, some like fixed, and labor that coming from human being. The term refers to a range of human activities involving handicrafts to high technology. So in the manufacturing process, handicrafts, hand weaving cloth and machine made cloth, all these are the part of manufacturing sector. It is applied to industrial production in which raw materials are transformed into finished goods in a large scale. So here is a hint about the definition of manufacturing, that it is the industrial production in which the raw material converts into finished goods or usable products, that is known as manufacturing. So manufacturing is the part of which system? Industrial system. So we should know about the industrial system, that in an industry that convert raw material into useful products. So there is always one input, then process and then output. So input is always raw material, then process and then usable products or the finished goods. So first of all, cotton. Cotton is the raw material for cloth industry, and after weaving, knitting and dyeing process etc., we will get cloth. So cloth is the output of industrial system and the raw material which was used was cotton. Manufacturing industries. Manufacturing industries are machine based and power driven production units. Production of goods in huge quantities after processing from raw material to usable products is called manufacturing. So what is manufacturing? It is a process by which we can convert raw material into useful products, that is known as manufacturing. For example, that we are manufacture paper from wood pulp. Wood pulp, here is raw material and finished product is paper. Sugar is the finished product from sugarcane. Sugarcane is the raw material. Next we start about the importance of manufacturing. What is the importance of manufacturing? The development of manufacturing industries, the economic strength of a country is the instrument to measure. Yes, if we want to measure the development of a nation, so first of all we have to study about the manufacturing industry of that country. This sector is considered the backbone of development in any country. So what are the importance? These are the 5 important points related to the importance of manufacturing sector. The manufacturing industries help to modernize agriculture. You know that in 1960s, this was the age when Green Revolution entered into India. So many products like pesticide, fertilizer, insecticide, modern machines of tools are manufactured in where? In the manufacturing industry. So the manufacturing industries help to modernize agriculture and increase the production. Industrial development is a precondition of generating employment and removing poverty from our country, India. So this sector provides huge employment and it results that poverty will be reduced from our country, India. Export of manufactured goods increase trade and commerce and brings in much needed foreign exchange. Yes, that if the manufacture sector of a country is very strong, so we can export our manufactured goods to other nation and we will get foreign exchange, which is very valuable for any country. For example, India is selling 63% of its software technology to United States of America, and in exchange of it, India gets US dollar, which is a very valuable international currency. It helps in the economic growth, because if a country is convert its raw material into useful products, so the country become very prosperous. Brings down regional disparity. How the industrial development help to reduce the disparity, regional disparity? It was also aimed at bringing down regional differences by establishing industries in tribal and backward areas. Public sector industries, they set up their units in the tribal parts, so there is also to increase the opportunities of employment. So this is the importance of manufacturing. Next, very important question for CBSE examination, that agriculture and industry, they are move hand in hand, they are the two sides of the same coin. What is the relation between the agriculture and industry? So we have to understand by it separately, that what is the contribution of agriculture to industry. Yes, agriculture provides raw material to industries. Yeah, so many industries which are also known as agro based industries, they are getting their raw material from where? From agriculture. Agriculture provides market for industrial products. Agriculture provides food to industrial worker. The industries such as cotton, jute, sugar, etc. are based on agricultural raw material. So this is the contribution of agriculture to industry. Next one is, what is the contribution of industry to agriculture? Industry provides input to the agriculture such as fertilizer, pesticide, tools, etc. And these things increase the production of our agriculture as well as to modernize agriculture. It provides infrastructural facilities and it can absorb surplus worker or laborers of agriculture and reduces the pressure on agriculture. The most important contribution of industry to agriculture, that it reduces the burden of employment over which sector, or primary sector or the agriculture sector. So this is the relation between the agriculture and industry, and both these are interrelated and both are the two sides of the same coin. Next concept is that what is the contribution of industry to national economy. Over the last 2 decades, the share of manufacturing sector to GDP is 27%. Total contribution 27%, of which 10% comes from mining, quarrying, electricity and the gas. So we have 17% mainly contribution from where? From the industry. This is much lower in comparison to some East Asian countries where it is 25 to 35%. इंडिया का जो कंट्रीब्यूशन है इंडस्ट्री का नेशनल इकोनॉमी के अंदर, जिसको हम जीडीपी कहते हैं, जीएनपी कहते हैं, जीडीपी ग्रॉस डोमेस्टिक प्रोडक्ट एंड जीएनपी ग्रॉस नेशनल प्रोडक्ट. These are the two different things because transferable money can be counted in GNP, but GDP, the final value of goods and services which are produced by primary, secondary and tertiary sector. So this 17% is very low if we are comparing to East Asian nation. The growth of manufacturing sector had been 7% in the last decade. Since 2003, the growth rate has been 9 to 10% per annum. The desired growth rate over the next decade is 12%. So 7%, 2003 से 10% जो पर एनम हमारा कंट्रीब्यूशन हो रहा है, किसका? इंडस्ट्री का. किसके अंदर? नेशनल इकोनॉमी में. लेकिन डिज़ायर्ड जो रेट है, जो हम चाहते हैं कि 12% तक जो है कंट्रीब्यूशन वो किसका बढ़ जाए, हमारा जो इंडस्ट्रियल ग्रोथ है वो 12% तक बढ़ जाए. एंड फॉर दिस पर्पज़ आवर इंडियन गवर्नमेंट सेट अप द नेशनल मैन्युफैक्चरिंग कॉम्पिटिटिवनेस काउंसिल हैज़ बीन सेट अप with this objective to get or to achieve this 12%. Our Indian government set up NMCC, National Manufacturing Competitiveness Council. So this is about the manufacturing, that what is manufacturing, what is the importance of manufacturing, what is the relation between industry and our agriculture system, and what is the contribution of industry to our national economy. Thank you and have a nice day.